eastern gate of the Taj. Right in front of you is the western gate. Main gate is in northern side, and in front of that southern gate. 4 entrances and 128 barracks. These side rooms called barrack, and these all used to be full of security guards. Why they need here security? Because of Mughals. These emperor called Mughal emperor, and Mughal title came from Mongolia. They were from the family of Genghis Khan. These ruler called Mongol. Okay, later on this was converted into the Mughal. The 5th Mughal emperor Shah Jahan, he built this building in the memory of his beloved queen Mumtaz Mahal. So it's a memorial. Okay, 1631 till 1653 was the period of construction. 22 years. 20,000 workers work here 24 hours in a day. In the night time, they cut the marble with the help of bow and a wire, and in daytime, they fix the marble into the main building. Okay? All the workers were paid, no slaves. When the gold was 13 rupee, 11.5 gram, for the non-skilled worker, he paid a salary 50 rupee to 100 rupee. And for the skilled worker, 1,000 rupee to 1,627 rupee per month, which money was enough for their 20 generation. So no need to work entire life if someone work in the Taj Mahal. So this is called the main gate of the Taj, 30 meter. Red stone called sandstone. White is a marble. This marble is the best marble in all over the world. Better than Carrara, Italian, better than Russian marble. Because those marbles are the porous. This is non-porous. Yeah, this is our neighbor state. 360 kilometers far from Agra. Okay? So still we have that active mind. Still the quarries are the active. Yeah, and we are getting the mine from the marble from the same mine. So black letters which you will find surrounding the 3 sides of the entrance, this is the verses of Quran. Okay, called Surah of Quran. When you see the size of the letters from the distance, all the size of the letters seems like equal. Okay, same size. But when you start measuring of these letters, you will find the top letters are more bigger than the down letters. So when it goes up, it goes more and more big. Okay, so that's not a painting. That's a black onyx stone which is inlaid into the marble. Okay, this onyx is from Belgium. Red flower, that's made of coral stone. Coral is from Red Sea. Green is a malachite from South Africa. Blue is a lapis lazuli from Afghanistan. Sky blue is a turquoise from Sri Lanka and Turkey. Coral, cornelian, mother of pearl, malachite, garnet, agate. These are almost 80 colorful stones, semi-precious stones they use for the decoration. And these sort of stones nowadays we are using in jewelry. And they use for the decoration of this building. Top of the entrance having 11 small marble dome outer side and 11 domes are the inside. So altogether number of the small domes are the 22. 1631 till 1653. He spent 22 years for the construction. So mean is this, each dome belonged to each year. Okay, so this is the thing which they put afterward, when everything was completed.
Why they written in these
Quran instruction? Because they were Islamic.
Yeah.
Okay. So first surah written here and the 4th surah you will find surrounding the main building. Okay. So this whole concept of this building based on the paradise, because this was built after the death of the queen. So he promised to the queen before the death, if I win the southern India, Deccan, I will give you a nice gift. But unfortunately she died during the time of childbirth. So he created a small paradise. Yeah, no lime in Taj Mahal. Either precious, semi-precious or marble.
Okay.
Okay. So all the 4 towers are little bit leaning outward because of, in case of earthquake, when these towers fall, it fall off. Never hit the top building. Okay. So main structure will be safe even at the time of earthquake. See the top part of the dome.
Yeah.
That metal part was used to be in gold. 1,200 kg solid gold. Okay. But when this was under the British, in 1810, Mr. Joseph Taylor was the person who replaced the gold, all the precious stones like a diamond, emerald, ruby, sapphire, gone during the time of British. And now you find precious pieces still left because of still continuation by the 24 generation who do the restoration work in the Taj Mahal. Okay, the one of the wonder of the world. Taj Mahal, this is not a Hindi word, this is Persian. Taj means crown, Mahal means palace, known as a crown palace. But this is not a palace, it's a mausoleum, a tomb. So why a tomb called a palace? Because of this is the tomb of the queen, and her name was Mumtaz Mahal. So as per her name, her mausoleum called Taj Mahal. She was the most beautiful lady of the 17th century, like a Miss World, a Miss Universe. I don't know for the people she was Miss Universe or not, but for her husband she was not less than. She was born 1592, married with Shah Jahan 1612 at the age of 20, and she died 1630 when she was 39 years old. So at the age of 20 she was married, and when she passed away she was 39. So 19 years of the married life, she was 17 times pregnant. 17 times means almost every year. Okay, so out of 17 times pregnant, only 14 kids were born. Out of 14, only 9 survived. 7 male child and 2 daughters. Okay, so at the time of her 14th pregnancy, she was in Burhanpur city, which is in central India, in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this is called Uttar Pradesh. Central India called Madhya Pradesh. Okay, she used to be there, and emperor was in the battlefield in Deccan, in South India. But when he was going to the battle, he promised to the queen that I will never forget you. I will never marry again. And if I win the battle, I will give you a nice gift. Because this battle plan was made by the queen. Not only she was beautiful, she was very intelligent. Her presence of mind was extraordinary to take the decision. So what happened when he was going to the battle, she was quite worried, because that time the battle means you never know that person will back or not. Okay? And at the time of pregnancy, she needs all the time, his help. So what happened? After the childbirth, she was very much suffering with some problem. So what happened? Finally, she passed away. So first time her body they buried temporarily in Burhanpur city in South India. Then when he back, he find that Mumtaz is no more. So he was in deep depression. He was shocked. So even though they back to the Agra with her body, and the second time body was buried there. See behind the tree, there's a brown colored stone area right over there, right on the, when we walk, then I will show you over there. Okay, so second time she was used to be temporarily buried there before the Taj Mahal, because after her death he wanted to give her a nice gift, so he decided to build a beautiful mausoleum. So he went to Delhi just for the relax, and then after a few days when he back, he was with one painting, and that was the painting of Humayun's tomb. When you do the tour of Delhi, you will visit the Humayun's tomb. That's the tomb of the second Mughal emperor. And then what happened after making that painting, he invited an architect from the different part of the world. When they came here, he explained own plan to them. So as per his plan, they made small models. So which model was very close to his dream? That was the model of Persian artist. And his name was Isa Khan Shirazi. In Iran, there is a city called Shiraz.
Yes.
Okay? That guy, he came from Shiraz, and that time the name of the city they use with their name. Still we have this system in southern India. Okay? So Isa Khan Shirazi became the chief architect of the Taj Mahal, and the designer of the Taj was the emperor himself. Who decorated this building, again he was a Persian guy, and his name was Makramat Khan Shirazi. Who gave the supervision to this building, he was the person from Lahore. Now that's a part of Pakistan. And his name was Ustad Ahmad Lahauri. Ustad means master. Okay? So these 4 guys worked together for this project, but what happened when they count the sources of marble, sources of semi-precious, precious stones around the world, so they find that this building must take more than 40 years. So what happened to the body? If they spend 40 years for the building and then they go for the body, after 40 years you won't find anything. So this must be the wastage. So what happened? They choose 4 major steps. First step was that select the land, because they already have the model. Bring out the body from the garden, bury it in the center of that land, and then we start construction. Second step, pay the money to the worker, no slaves. That time you can say they started the insurance policy in India. He paid that much money to those workers, which money was enough for their 20 generation. 50 to 100 rupee for the helper, 1000 rupee to 1627 rupee maximum for the engineers. Okay. When the gold was 13 rupee 11.5 gram. Understand what happened if somebody continue here 5 years, 6 years, that much money, You know, that's enough for his 20 generations. So it means insurance policy started in 17th century. Okay. Then after, third decision was this work will continue 24 hours in a day. Whether someone carrying the marble from Rajasthan to Agra or someone cutting the marble with the help of bamboo bow and a wire. Okay, continuation work. Then fourth decision, the workers should be double, because when they were planning, so as per their plan, they find this 10,000 people is not enough. Okay, 2,000 engineer, 8,000 workers, they must be more than that. So 20,000, 15,000 helper and 5,000 engineers. Continuation work, day and night time with the help. Yeah, two shifts. Yeah, first light of the day, they start fixing the stone into the main building, and the last light of the day, they start cutting work of the marble. Okay, so night time they cut the marble, and daytime they fix the marble, because you need a proper light to match the color of the stone. Understand? That time there was no much floodlights and all everything, so they use just oil torches. So what happens if they do the fixing work in the night? Because the marble is translucent, it absorbs the color of the heat. Understand? Color of the fire. So you will be confused to match the color. So that's why they decide to sunlight, and early on morning they wake up and then they start fixing the stone, and last day of the light they stop the work and they started cutting the marble.
Only the cutting of marble.
Exactly. With the help of
cutting of marble here
in the garden, okay. With the help of bamboo bow and the wire, they put the sand and water on top of the rock, and with the help of bow and a wire they make the pieces. Okay, just imagine about those workers who don't have much time to find out what color would be inside. That would be decided when the piece comes out of the rock, after the cutting, after paying that much labor. So continuation work day and night time, so it was completed only in 22 years. He used to come here every day, spend a few hours in the Taj Mahal, and then he back to the palace, which was in Agra at fort. But when he becomes 72-year-old, at the age of 72, he lost his vision because of weakness, because of sickness. And that was the time when he decided to build one more Taj Mahal for himself behind the white one, Black Taj. Yeah, but the Black Taj Mahal was never ever completed, just the foundation you will find, because of his third son, who already killed his own two elder brothers, Shah Jahan and Dara. And then he arrested his own father and put him into the prison. After prison, his father's son became the emperor. 1658 till 1666. 8-year Emperor Shah Jahan was in prison. Then he died in Agra fort. Then son bring the body of his father, buried next to the mother inside the Taj Mahal. So both of them, queen and the emperor, are buried inside. So no more Black Taj Mahal project. Why he did like this? Because of he find when the Black Taj Mahal completed, no money left in the treasury. Because with a white base, you can use any colorful stone for the decoration. But when the base is black, no blue, no red, no green, no brown, you have to use white. And white means for them means diamonds for entire building decoration. So that's the reason when he was in prison. Okay. So when we go to inside the Taj, right after the entrance, you will find few steps for the basement. And that's for the original graves, original tomb. But originals are the locked since 1986 after an accident. Because more than 70 kids were here for the picnic tour, and they all together enter inside the main chamber, which is very small, 10 by 10 feet. No window ventilation. So when all the kids enter inside, become suffocated. So because of suffocation, 3 kids died that time. So that's why since that time till date, these original tombs open once in a year when they celebrate that anniversary of Shah Jahan. Okay, so we are going to see the replicas. Replicas having the 99% same thing. Okay, why not 1%? Because of the size of the chamber. Okay, so these replicas and the original tomb highly covered with the work of inlay, which is called Pachikari. This art started in India in the 17th century. So tiny pieces inlaid into the marble. As I told you, still ancestors live in Agra and they do the continuation work. But still they never teach this art to their daughters, because they don't want to transfer this art to another family. They keep this art in their family. Only they teach to their male child. Okay, and these are the people who continue since 400 years. But still they have something secret in this art, which is the recipe of that glue which they use to fix the stone. That glue made of egg, honey, sugar, yogurt, fruit juices, vegetable juices, beans. These 15 type of organic things they mix together to make this glue. So how they do this work, when we go to Agra Fort, on the way we will go to visit the marble workshop and you can see it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
So both sides of the Taj Mahal, identical pieces. This is the layout plan of the Persian garden pattern called Char Bagh design. Okay, Char Bagh pattern. All the garden divided in 4 pieces, as per the holy book of Quran called Al-Qutb al-Miraz. In these 2 chapters, you will find the briefing about the paradise, and he followed those instructions and he created the small paradise on earth.
Okay.
So thank you, thanks for listening.
बेचारे यहाँ आ नहीं पाते ना, तो उनके लिए वो वहाँ टिकट बैठ के उसको दिखा देते हैं। वैसे तो आजकल तो वैसे बंद हो गए, वहाँ जा ही नहीं सकते थे, कोई नहीं होगा ना, वहाँ जा ही नहीं सकता, सिर्फ गाइड हो। गाइड को उन्होंने एक ऑप्शन रखा है, आ जाता है, मान लीजिए किसी दूर से आया है, इंग्लैंड में यहाँ आकर देखा था नहीं, हाँ तो आप रिवर साइड में चले जाओ। ओके, प्लीज।